When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. The Pharisees challenged him, Here you are appearing as your own witness. Your testimony is not valid. Jesus answered, Even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid, for I know where I came from and where I am going. But you have no idea where I came from or where I am going. You judge by human standards. I pass judgment on no one, but if I do judge, my decisions are right because I am not alone. I stand with the Father who sent me. In your own law it is written that the testimony of two men is valid. I am one who testifies for myself. My other witness is the one who sent me, the Father. Then they asked him, Where is your Father? You do not know me or my Father, Jesus replied. If you knew me, you would know my Father also. He spoke these words while teaching in the temple area near the place where the offerings were put. Yet no one seized him, because his time had not yet come. Once more Jesus said to them, I am going away, and you will look for me, and you will die in your sin. Where I go, you cannot come. This made the Jews ask, Will he kill himself? Is that why he says, Where I go, you cannot come? But he continued, You are from below, and I am from above. You are of this world. I am not of this world. I told you that you would die in your sins. If you did not believe that I am the one I claim to be, you will indeed die in your sins. Who are you? They asked. Just what I have been claiming all along, Jesus replied. I have much to say in judgment of you, but he who sent me is reliable, and what I have heard from him I tell the world. They did not understand that he was telling them about his Father. So Jesus said, When you have lifted up the Son of Man, then you will know who I am, and that I do nothing on my own, but speak just what the Father has taught me. The one who sent me is with me. He has not left me alone, for I always do what pleases him. Even as he spoke, many put their faith in him. To the Jews who had believed in him, Jesus said, If you hold my teachings, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. They answered him, We are Abraham's descendants, and have never been slaves of anyone. How can you say that we shall be set free? Jesus replied, I tell you, the truth, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. Now a slave has no permanent place in the family, but a son belongs to it forever. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. I know you are Abraham's descendants, yet you are ready to kill me, because you have no room for my word. I am telling you what I have seen in the Father's presence, and you do what you have heard from your father. Abraham is our father, they answered. If you were Abraham's children, said Jesus, then you would do the things Abraham did. As it is, you are determined to kill me, a man who has told you the truth that I heard from God. Abraham did not do such things. You are doing the things your own father does. We are not illegitimate children, they protested. The only father we have is God himself. Jesus said to them, If God were our Father, you would love me, for I came from God, and now I'm here. I have not come on my own, but he sent me. Why is my language not clear to you? Because you are unable to hear what I say. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native languages, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Yet because I tell the truth, you do not believe me. Can any of you prove me guilty of sin? I'm telling the truth. Why do you not believe me? He who belongs to God hears what God says. The reason you do not hear is that you do not belong to God. That was a couple paragraphs from John. I hope you're all doing well today. Anybody who sees this video. There's a big difference between physical toughness and mental toughness. There is no physical toughness without the mental toughness. Say you're going to, or you wanted to, run a couple miles, and you're pretty physically fit. You could definitely do that. And you start running, and you get a mile and a half down the road, and you give up because your body hurts so bad, and because it sucks. Well then, where's that physical strength going? Your body's not giving out. Your brain's giving out. Your mental strength is giving out. So again, like I said, there is no physical strength without mental strength. And a lot of these guys nowadays, a lot of the men in America, in modern America, and for a long time now, they think that they have strength. They have kept their physical strength, but they've lost their mental strength. And a lot of it's because a lot of these boys didn't grow up with fathers, or their fathers taught them the wrong things, or didn't teach them anything that they needed to teach them. Or a lot of them were raised by their mothers. Oh my gosh. If you're like, Riley, how do I get my mental strength up? Riley, I didn't have a dad. I didn't have somebody to teach me that mental toughness. How do I start becoming more of a man? How do I start being more of a man? We got to work on that mental toughness. You really do. And part of that is you can't rely on anybody. You can't rely on anybody. You can't rely on anything materialistic. Can't rely on money. Can't rely on your girlfriend or your wife or your kids to do anything for you. Part of that is you need to know how to survive. If you know how to survive, then all those mental worries will go away. A lot of guys nowadays, they get into a situation, where they get lost in the woods. Or not even like, I wouldn't say like older guys, but, what is going to be, soon the adult men. My generation, kids my age, they can't build a shelter. They can't start a fire with flint and steel. They don't know how to tie any knots. They don't know how to, keep themselves warm in the winter or in a snowstorm. And a lot of them are even scared to go outside. There's moose out here, bobcats out here. Tons of crap. Tons of not good stuff. Bears. Lots of bears. Deep in bear country right now. But nonetheless, I'm in the middle of the woods. No firearms. I mean, I've got a couple knives on me, but no bear spray, nothing like that. Something comes at me like big. There's nothing I can do. mental toughness. And along with my mental toughness, there's also my faith. Because in my faith, I know nothing's going to happen to me. Because nothing is going to happen to me. Watch, we're going to walk out of here perfectly fine. You know, if you're watching this, dude, and you're sitting inside playing the game, or you're sitting there just like, I don't know, you could be doing anything, dude. You could be doing literally anything. But go outside, dude. Go outside. Take some time out of your day, every day, to go outside, man. Spend some time in nature. Go in the woods, you know. Practice something. Like I said, a lot of these kids, a lot of the big problem nowadays is that people can't survive because people don't know how to survive. They've lived their whole lives with these crutches, you know, modern technology, everything, medicine. Nobody knows how to, you know, source anything out of the woods anymore. Nobody knows how to, you know, you're lost in the woods, no food in the middle of nowhere. You have no idea what to eat. You have nothing to eat. What are you gonna do? Is your family's back home? They gonna starve? Is that it? You're just gonna die? They're not gonna, you're gonna sit there and your family is gonna be by themselves. They're not gonna have a protector. They're not gonna have you. You gotta know these things. You know, if a foreign country invades us, man, you gotta be able to run with your children on your back. Miles, without stopping, no questions. Doesn't matter, oh my God, my freaking leg hurts, man, I feel like I'm gonna die. Mental toughness. When you feel like your body's gonna give out, dude, keep your faith, dude. Man, I see a lot of these guys online, these Christian guys, they talk a lot of crap about, you know, smoking herb, smoking cannabis. They'll say that it makes you lazy. You know what makes you lazy? Being a lazy person. Being a lazy person makes you lazy. I get up every day at like 5 in the morning. I get my brothers on the bus, you know, make sure their lunch is all ready, get them on the bus, and then I run a mile. I run a mile around my neighborhood, and then I go home, cook a breakfast, and I come out here to the woods, where it doesn't matter what I'm doing, you know. I could be cutting down trees for some wood for the summer, you know, or for fires for the house. It could be, you know, practicing building a shelter, you know, having a fire, sitting down here chilling, anything. Come outside for a little bit. You know, not everything's too serious, you know. Not every one of my videos is going to be too serious, but life's not a joke, you know. Life's not a joke. People have gotten too comfortable with what life is becoming and modernization. It's not good. Man. I'll tell you what, I gotta work on my posture, man. Sitting like this, it's not good. Although I'm trying to keep my face in the frames too, you know. I gotta keep my back straight. And don't even go out there, man. If you're gonna listen to anything I'm saying, if any of you even make it this far in the video, if you're gonna go out there and if you're gonna go cut down a tree, or you're gonna actually get off your ass and go try and practice something outside, you know, get your skills up, build some real world skills. So you don't have to rely on anything, right? So you could build some mental toughness. If you're going to do any of that, if you're going to listen to me, don't do it just because you want that mental toughness. Do it because I'm telling you right now, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel like more of a man. It's going to make you feel more energized. It's going to make you feel 100% more locked in. Listen, don't listen to what anybody else tells you, bro. Don't listen to what anybody else tells you. If you're sitting there, man, and you feel like you don't have anything figured out, it doesn't matter if you're freaking 30 years old, man. You're not supposed to have your shit figured out at 30 years old, dude. Like, what is this, Like, it's just absolutely bullshit, I'll scroll through social media and I'll see these, like, rich kids flexing all this garbage, dude. They're like, if you don't have a car by the time you're freaking 18, dude, you're just a loser, bro. You're far behind. Oh, my gosh, dude. Shut up. Holy shit. You gotta be such a lowlife to think that way, dude. I mean, seriously. It's low IQ thinking. Those people are materialistic. They're demons. Honestly, sometimes it just gets in my head. It's gonna make you feel more energized, man. Don't you want to be able to, if it comes down to a time, don't you want to be able to save your family? You get the food you need for them. Even if you don't have anything to hunt, you need to know how to scavenge. You need to know what you can eat, what you can't eat. You need to know how to make your shelter, whether it's good or just okay. You need to know how to make it waterproof. You can't have your kids get hypothermia in the night because they're getting rained on in their sleep. What happens when a foreign country invades? And, here comes, here comes China, You're not home. They capture your family. And what happens? What happens then? You got to get them back, man. You got to be physically fit enough. You got to have the tools. You got to have the skills. You got to have the mental toughness and the physical toughness. Oh, my gosh. I'm yapping. I'm repeating the same thing, but the big message is you need to find the mental toughness because, like I said, the physical toughness, it's nothing. It's nothing without this up here. If this up here isn't sharp, nothing else matters. It's not going to get you anywhere. Oh, man. Yesterday morning, I'm going to tell you guys a story. Yesterday morning, I went to get my brother on the bus. It's about 8 in the morning, 7:45, something like that. And we have to walk all the way up there. We have to walk down the road to the bus stop, where there's a bunch of other kids and, other of his, holy shit. Some of his friends wait, where some of his friends wait. And there's this kid. There's, this kid from my community who goes to our bus stop, and he'll always come up to me, and he'll just talk to me about, like, random stuff going on in his life, like, things that he likes to do. Like, he always talks to me about drawing, like his YouTube channel where he likes to make animations. Just random stuff. Regular stuff. And, that's just it. He'll come up there with his dad and his brother, get on the bus. I think he's new. I think that's why he doesn't talk to any of the other kids. He just hasn't made friends yet. But he came up to me yesterday and he said, "Hey, my dad doesn't think you're a good person and he doesn't want me to talk to you anymore." He said that his dad wants to let me know that he doesn't think I'm a good person and that he can't talk to me anymore. That is just crazy, man. That is the most, that hurt me to my soul. You know, I'm the only person in my whole community at all that, like, even has a sense of community, you know, that can even say that, you know, that even has the ability to fathom the word community, you know. I'm the only person that picks the garbage up off the side of the road, or, you know, that helps anybody out when I see them struggling. Like, that's me, man. I'm always there to help anybody that needs it. I'm always the first person to ask. And this dad that says that he doesn't think I'm a good person, I mean, he sees his kid come up to me every day. I'm not being weird and going up to his kid, like, coming up to me. I'm just being nice, you know? What am I supposed to do, you know? What am I supposed to do? Just be like, "Nope, can't hear you." Like, no, man. Gotta be nice to the children, you know? You gotta be nice to little kids. Gotta make them feel, you know, included. Anyways, what's up with that, man? Like, what's up with that? You're gonna send your like 8-year-old child to come tell me that, dude? Instead of you? You're right there. You're gonna send your child, "Hey, go tell him." Like, dude, I'm almost 18 years old, man. What are you doing? Like, why can't you just come talk to me yourself, man? Only a weak man does that. He's not even a man. I mean, honestly. Like, who sends their 8-year-old kid to go tell, you know, the almost adult man that, you know, "Hey, I don't like you. Don't talk to my son anymore." Like, bro, that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. I feel like that was absolutely just the most out-of-pocket thing and absolutely a weak thing to do. Things like that, guys like that who will send their kid up to say something to a man instead of them saying it themselves, who are going to hide behind their own children, you know, who have these twisted thoughts of other people in their minds for no reason, too. Like, I don't know what he could have possibly taken from me or any situation to think that I'm a bad person. But people like this that have this mindset, they're the problem. They're not the problem, but they're a bigger problem. That irritated me so much. I mean, dude. You know, all I want to do is help people. All I want to do is bring a sense of community to people, you know, and bring people to the Lord. You know, to tell them that they have a Father in heaven that has a love for them beyond their understanding. And they should have faith for, you know, what Jesus Christ did on the cross.